Hello, children. It's our 100th episode. We just want to say thank you to everyone for supporting the podcast, joining the Facebook group, and going to our events. We love you very much. Thank you for hanging out with us.
We miss going to gigs and hanging out with you guys physically, but right now all we can do is a special thing called cheats inside your home, and a very special one is coming this Saturday,
As
tomorrow.
in, tomorrow, I've recently gotten into editing movies. And sobrang na-enjoy ko tong process na to. And anyway, the whole band was super in it. Into the process, and we had so much fun. So I hope you guys can support Cheats Inside Your Home. It's on the Cheats YouTube page. We're having so much fun re-recording all our old songs, and it's our way of hanging out with the band. Like, natutuwa lang ako talaga. Like, people are putting their time into reimagining their parts,
Mhm.
and like we really love these songs, so it's good to go back on them.
Guess what song is out tomorrow? Accidents inside your home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Maestro. Welcome to welcome to 100.
Is it the 100th episode?
It is the 100th
Oh
episode.
my. We wish we planned something better for you guys. Well, it's going to be a regular show.
What have you been up to?
Let's do Twitter scrolls.
So what are
Things-
stuff you
things that-
because we are currently recording at it's currently 2 in the morning. This is the time we wake up and start our day.
It's 2:43
in the morning.
in the
yeah.
morning.
And I've done 3 hours of exercise. I've journaled for 2 hours.
You are exemplary.
Game.
Okay, so what ano ba mga trending topics natin dyan? Yesterday, apparently Beyonce took the top 2 trending spots on Twitter. Beyonce, the first one was Beyonce with yung E with a, oh my gosh, I don't, the French E. Oh my God. What's the term for that?
Are you sure that's a Frenchie?
No, it's not. Well, what the French usually use on their words. Sobrang bobo ng sinasabi ko. But Beyonce, the E with the thing on top. And then the second spot is Beyonce without anything. So, sobrang power niya. She got the top 2 spots because she released a remix for, I don't know if I'm saying it. Her name is Megan Thee Stallion.
So it's a cover.
It's someone's song, Megan Thee Stallion.
Uh-huh.
And apparently parang it's a hit na because everyone's using it on TikTok. And then Beyonce made a remix to it. She added 2 verses. And you heard it last night. It was fire.
Such a banger. Pero sayang.
No, it's not sayang because she did this because nga malakas na yung song, and then she did it, and parang all proceeds will go to helping Houston. So Queen, and okay, sobrang siya nag-trend, sobrang siya grabbing top spot everywhere. She didn't even promote it. Grabe talaga yung Bayhive.
Grabe yung Bayhive.
Wild. All right, what else?
Well, I super, if you guys are looking for stuff to watch, you know what? I've become parang, with all the live streams from the artists, I don't know why I'm not super connecting. The only thing I'm connecting to is the Ben Gibbard Death Cab for Cutie weekly stream.
Mm-hmm.
Pero even that, I just wish, well, in terms of audio, I wish it was better.
Maka-complain kay Ben Gibbard.
Hindi, because
Nahiya naman ako sa'yo.
Ang point ko.
Nahiya naman ako sa live stream natin na flop, di ba?
Ang point ko is he's sharing a mic for the guitar and the vocals, and each track sobrang gusto ko, and I would want sana may sarili silang space.
afford naman niya yun.
Tapos Um, ano tawag dito? Yung pinakita mo sa akin kanina, super
Kay John Mayer.
bentang-benta ako. The John Mayer current mood IG, what is that?
It's an IG live. He posted it on his main feed. Watch it, on John Mayer's page, and he had BJ Novak on it. It
Yeah.
was so funny.
Writer of The Office.
Yeah.
So funny. What else?
What else have we
Twitter.
seen?
What was ano? You know what thing? This is super delayed.
Mm.
Super delayed. We haven't done Twitter scrolls. What is that? What was that Goldilocks sex thing? Nakita mo ba?
Goldilocks sex?
Hindi mo nakita?
What's that?
Hindi mo nakita.
No.
Laugh trip. So it was trending. Goldilocks lang.
Oh.
Or I think Goldilocks. Please correct us. Hashtag wake up with Jim and Sab on Twitter.
Hashtag Goldilocks sex.
There was, so, sabi ko, ano tong Goldilocks? Bakit nagtitrend yung Goldilocks? Like, I thought like, okay, baka may
The brand?
Yeah. Akala ko na-cancel na naman. Apparently, it was a video. I saw the video.
What?
It was two people completely naked having sex outside of a closed Goldilocks.
Here, locally?
Yes.
What?
Yeah. Di ko nga gets. I was gonna ask you like, kasi I was trying to look through the thread pero puro mga can't, ano yun? Can't, ano yung usual na sinasabi sa Twitter?
I can't.
Can't unsee this.
I can't.
Puro mga ganon. Looked at the Goldilocks hashtag.
That's wild. When was this?
Tagal na. 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Wow, I didn't see that. I guess I was off Twitter.
Ano pa?
Ano pa ba?
Ano yung mga latest kabobohan? well, we're very delayed. The $10 million pesos.
Yeah. May update ba dun? Okay, we're
50,
talking about
naging 50 million na.
The admin is offering a prize for anyone who cures COVID, comes up with a vaccine of 10 million pesos.
It's so
and it's so funny because if you're old enough to remember Austin Powers, it's that scene with Dr. Evil who says $1 million.
It's so comforting to know that our president and the administration, and that parang kumbaga that is their view on money, on kumbaga that's
the price of life.
That is their not even that. Kumbaga how ano yung level of competence nila in terms of knowing, like, don't you know that like pharmaceutical companies like Pfizer are investing billions of dollars to fucking find the cure for this? It's just so funny.
At least meron silang
and it's
prize.
so depressing. In fairness, may puso. What else?
Well, we've been watching, it's not Twitter scrolls, but actually Twitter scrolls rin siya kasi nag-trend rin yung si Rodman.
Okay.
So we've been watching The Last Dance on Netflix. It's, I think, the number 2 trending on Netflix in the Philippines.
For someone who...
Explain what it is for people.
Well, it's about the last season of the Chicago Bulls dynasty. Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen. My question is, like, I know everything. I know every moment. That's why I can say, like, wow, the doc is really good. Kasi I'm still excited. I'm still amazed. Good editing.
The footage is great.
Pero in question, plus that, kasi that the reason why this is such a big deal is, one, there's no sports right now. So any form of, kaya nga nakakatawa on ESPN, you know how like you know how the media, like the NBA is a 24/7 coverage. They have nothing, diba? Usually after a game, oh, this guy sucked, this guy won, this is analysis, this is my hot take. And now they have nothing. This is the first time ever in history that there is a post-game analysis on a documentary.
Oh.
Kaya ang galing ni Jordan, ang galing ng Netflix na they're releasing it weekly. Kasi it's a sports event.
Yeah.
So my question is for you, who knows nothing about basketball.
Excuse me. No. Actually,
I'd like to ask former basketball varsity kick out.
Fuck you.
Ano yung take mo on not knowing basketball and why are you enjoying it?
excuse me. Okay, one, it's not that I don't know basketball, I just don't care. But this is actually very close to my heart because my dad is the biggest Michael Jordan fan.
Mm.
So I know all of these people, okay? Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Luke Longley,
Kobe Bryant,
Gago.
LeBron James,
No. Um,
Reggie Miller.
Dennis Rodman. Reggie
Mga
Miller, Indiana Pacers, 31. Oh, kamusta?
Wow.
So alam ko yung era na yon because of my dad.
Ano ka pala? Cute basketball girl ka pala.
Yeah, I'm like a legit, like, I'm a basketball cutie. I'm a basketballer.
Okay.
So, but yun lang, dun lang ako sa what I would call the golden age
Wow.
of basketball.
Oh, it's not.
So, how, okay, fine, whatever. So, sa akin, I like watching it because I feel like I don't know, parang nakakonect ako with my dad. Parang naiintindihan ko more. I mean, I understood that Michael Jordan was like a beast.
Yeah.
And naiintindihan ko na why my dad, kung I would be downstairs outside, doing rollerblades. I mean, rollerblading with my siblings. And then I would hear my dad screaming from the second floor. Yes!
Oh, shit.
Ganun, talagang, and then parang he's celebrating or something. And seeing it playing out on a well-edited documentary, why this was such a big deal. It's shedding light on it. And for me.
Tama. It's like parang...
You can ask me anything, Jem. I understand the triangle offense.
Yes. Well, I think why it's enjoyable for people who don't know anything about basketball. I think it's about it's a good parang it's a good way to understand the mind of a maniac. Yeah. Apparently, kaya nga 'di ba nakakatawa, there are hot takes, the previews. My favorite sports people are saying like watch out for the next few episodes kasi this is where you see like the bad side talaga of Jordan. Mm-hmm. So the first 4 episodes have been really like medyo positive, like workaholic and all that. Pero yung him being an asshole and crazy.
Well, you don't get to be the greatest of all time without.
Well, I really love those mga expose on like workaholics, yung mga siraulo to learn a craft. Kaya if you haven't watched Whiplash, might be one of the best movies of this decade.
Okay.
It is. Yes,
yeah.
It is.
Okay,
it is.
Yeah, okay.
It's the best movie of all time.
It's not.
Of all time?
It's not. It's a really good one. It's a really
Kidding.
good one.
Okay.
We should watch that again.
I just want to also share na part of Twitter scrolls rin naman is basically Twitter scrolls is what we see on Twitter.
Not trending. Tsaka it is yung word na trending, viral.
I love how how bands, especially our friends, are getting so creative with the releases and like kasi obviously they're making music. So I got to hear yung, for example, yung O Flamingo released.
That was so fun.
If you haven't, listen to our episode where we guested Howard and Pat of O Flamingo, the band.
Yes.
And anyway, they released their album. It's fucking good.
Yeah.
It's really,
it's
really
so good. Also, if you missed it, actually Cheats quote unquote performed at their EP launch. They did it through Minecraft. It was so much fun, but it was also really it was very stressful for 32-year-olds.
Eyes.
Yeah.
And brains.
It was, especially first time I yung Minecraft. And then Club Matryoshka, which is the club that Jorge of Similar Objects created on Minecraft. It's so, parang hindi siya pang beginner. Kasi it's so, whoa.
Yeah, I think, well,
for a first timer, medyo, what is happening?
What's going on?
What? Why are there horses flying around?
But I think I think, well, one, super ambitious. That's why I love O Flamingo. Very ambitious with all the shit they do.
Yeah.
And yun nga, they had a gig where in that Minecraft server. And so dinesign nung Club Matryoshka yung place. So yun nga, you have flying horses. Parang people give you a potion and you get trippy. Anyway, that was our first time to play Minecraft. Sobrang trippy talaga. And anyway, another thing, I got to listen. I got to hear na the latest She's Only 16 track. I think it's called Currently.
Currently.
Super good.
I haven't heard it.
They're releasing it. So yun, parang they're having a hangout on something.
That's cool.
Like a radio, online radio thing. So yung mga ganong things, honestly, like at first, like I thought parang these hangouts or whatever, these gigs online would be weird. Pero parang given like with what's happening with the world, like yung nangyari dun sa Club Matryoshka, it's fun, like parang backstage with the artists.
Yeah,
and
we had a
parang
Discord server. Ang daming mga apps, no?
daming apps na hilong-hilo ako. As in, sabi ni Sab, like, hihiga lang muna ako.
Oh, nga. And like, get with the times, Jim.
Huh?
Get with the program. But yeah, another thing that if you don't want to be immersed in the actual gameplay or whatever, or the Discord servers and all these things, all these hanashes with an E, the French E, charot. You can also check out Alternatrip. They're doing something really cool. They've been getting people from different bands, putting them together to cover their favorite songs, and they edit it together seamlessly. Ang galing.
Yeah.
So yeah, check that out. That's on Alternatrip's Facebook page, I believe.
Ano pang last Twitter scroll?
I still don't know how to pronounce her name. Gigi or Gigi Hadid is pregnant.
Who's that?
The girlfriend
Of
or
R.
wife?
Kelly?
Gagu.
Seal.
I think you're thinking of someone else, Jim.
Siya ba yung nasa Project Runaway?
No. That's Heidi Klum, you idiot. Idiot. Hadid brought you to Heidi.
Sino yung Gigi?
Gigi or Gigi. I don't know eh. Hindi ko alam kung Gigi. Kasi
Alam ko si Seal ata eh.
Hindi. Okay, I'm giving you 3 guesses. Younger.
Tay Diggs.
Sino si Tay Diggs?
Di mo kalala si Tay Diggs?
No. I mean, I know the name, but who is that?
Tay Diggs.
No, you saying it over and over again won't make me remember who this is.
Wait.
Rapper?
So si Gigi Hadid. I always say
Young.
Tony Romo.
Tony, isn't he a restaurateur? One last guess. Young and pop.
Shawn Mendes.
In fairness, you got the name right, but no.
Wait, Sean Phineas.
No. It's Phineas. Phineas and Ferb.
Sean Paul?
No. Sorry, no, I meant you got the name Shawn Mendes right. I mean, that's an actual person.
Hindi siya Sean Kemp?
No. No, Jim, it's Zayn Malik. You know
who the fuck is that?
Jim, One Direction.
Zayn. Okay, I thought Zayn Jonas.
Zayn in the meme. Yeah, so Zayn is expecting a child with Gigi or Gigi Hadid. Sobrang out of touch tayo. I don't even know how to pronounce her name.
Ako pala, ang last ko. My question is, again, kaya the reason why it's called Twitter Scrolls, kasi ako, before the quarantine, I would scroll through Twitter, I'd see something, never click it, but know it, and not really go deep into it. And I just ask Sab, like, what was this?
Yeah. Well
mas lumala pa ngayong quarantine.
Yes. What before we move on. Ang last ko on Twitter scrolls. This happened like last week. I remember the one I showed you of Vico Soto. He was in a Zoom meeting. And then, so the Zoom meeting was parang a public thing, so you can watch it. And then may mga participants. And then, if you're not familiar with a Zoom meeting, but I'm sure you guys are because everyone's working from home. And then, you can put backgrounds. And then this girl accidentally
background like parang like a green screen.
Yeah. So yung naset niyang background niya was an almost naked guy. And when you're talking, whoever's talking the loudest, yun yung magiging big screen sa Zoom meeting. Doon magfo-focus.
Yeah.
So na-focus sa kanya, and then it goes back to Vico Soto. And then his face is like, what the fuck?
Grabe.
And that was funny.
It was like a Parks and Rec episode.
Yes. Which is, they're airing their, right now, their live, their special reunion. We're gonna watch that later on. Anyway, speaking of Zoom meetings and working from home, that's what we're gonna talk about today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I guess most of you have been adjusting to this new thing, and I think there's a lot of people naman who work from home.
Mm-hmm.
The difference is it's not just the work from home situation. So it's actually dealing with the world, and then how do you place yourself in it? Because kumbaga, let's say ako, I'm 32.
Mm-hmm.
What am I?
You're 32. I'm 31.
Okay. For the past 12 years, I've known who I am, what I want to be, and what my place is in this world. Okay?
For the past how many years?
12.
Wow.
I mean, or at least
You knew where you were at 20?
No. I mean, like, I had a ballpark.
Okay.
Parang, or parang I had some form of framework.
Mm-hmm.
So whether it was as a single dude, like, okay, um, gotta make a lot of money, blah 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 blah, and then met you, okay, parang new framework, parang save money so that I can provide, blah blah blah, and then have kids, okay, new framework, I know na. But that was all under the support, or parang kumbaga, the foundation of the world we lived in.
Mm-hmm.
But now the world has changed.
Now it's stay alive.
Ganon. That's why, for me, in terms of productivity, I know that we talked about it in the previous episodes, like we were sharing tips, ganyan.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, after 2 to 3 weeks, biglang all the things that we were sharing, I started like not following. I got lost because parang yun nga, yung foundation na wala eh.
Siguro at the back of your mind kasi you're thinking, what's the point?
That's what I didn't realize at the time. So parang, let's say, we always talk about, okay, when you start your day, don't check your phone, prioritize. Start your day organizing.
Now you can't because you have to check your phone to see, like, did someone close to me get affected by this? Diba?
Yeah.
You're always afraid na something happened because we never can tell now.
Yeah, so parang I think when that happened, parang ano ba? Yeah, I guess I thought, okay, nothing's happening. Parang it doesn't matter. Nawala na ako ng gana to be productive.
Mm-hmm.
Because nga sabi mo, survival mode.
Mm-hmm.
And the things that drive me, for example, for my business, for Linya Linya, for Isabel's, for the band, what drives me, the fun part of being, having your own project or your own business is planning for the future.
Yeah.
And being creative in how you can balance managing the present in terms of whether it's a financial responsibility or the content that you create on a regular basis versus what can I do to be relevant a year from now.
Mm-hmm.
That fun part nawala sa akin.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, nawala na ako ng gana.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so I became so disorganized, and it super affected my mood. It affected me and Saab. Saab can attest to that. Because the next part of the story is once you parang kumbaga you lose that, or your self organization, you become less productive, therefore you feel less valuable, you feel less valued, your self-worth diminishes. So that's why ang magandang, I'd like to commend you because I'd like to commend you because during that time sobrang you were patient, you listened, and then when it was time to really give me a talk, you gave me a talk. So that was a good balance of let 'di ba naalala mo yung nag-aaway nga tayo?
Mm.
I would ang laban ko lagi is, "Can you let me rant?
Yeah.
Parang puwede mo hayaan akong ano, just let me rant."
Yeah.
Um, and you gave me space.
Mhm.
And then when it was time, you told me, parang kumbaga you gave me the reset I needed. So even for this podcast, you know how I think, sorry,
Go ahead.
nagdadagdag na lang ako. Even for the podcast, when the quarantine started, that's why parang boom, filled with so much energy because I was trying to distract myself. That's why I was like, Sab, tara, ano tayo, daily pod, cheats, message ko yung cheats, like, gawa tayong kanta, ngayon na.
Mhm.
Kailangan may mangyari today, kailangan, and then when that energy burned out, that's when I went hit these doldrums.
Yeah.
So anyway, how did I reset?
Mhm.
You basically told me na take it day by day. So I think this is the part where I'm gonna share my advice.
Mhm.
Um, pero ikaw naman, maganda yung sa'yo eh. Pero anyway.
Ano ba yung sa'kin? Hindi ko alam.
Hindi. I mean, kasi ikaw, when we talked kasi, sabi mo, you were saying, Jim, ikaw nag-a-adjust ka. Ako, sanay ako dito.
Yeah, breastfeeding has made me uh, just stay at home for a large portion of my time. And that's why yung adjustment and also like working from home, sanay ako na na I have to have time na it's just me. And parang for me kasi parang there's always that guilt. Now your kids are in another room with the helpers to take care of them instead of me being that for them. But if you just change your mindset na ako, I'm just so thankful that we have these caring, trustworthy people who love our kids. And so parang I'll give them their time because I know I see that they always love their time with the boys and the boys love them also. So parang it's more of just change your mindset. Think of the kids. Kasi nag-enjoy naman sila eh. Me wanting to be there, being the one to change every diaper, being the one playing with them, that's a selfish thing actually.
Yeah.
It's more of a me thing. So knowing that it's for the benefit of the kids, that I'm giving them time with their yayas, their caregivers, and then I'm knocking stuff out of the way para when I'm with them, 100% of my attention is on them. It's quality over quantity. I've mastered that. And I'm so okay with them being in the next room while I'm in my home office working for a few hours. See, Jim had a hard time because when he's at home, he's always with the kids. So now that he's stuck here at home, he's just like, God, I can't concentrate on work because I need to be with the boys and I feel horrible because I'm not there with them physically. So I had to it happened for ilang weeks yun, 'di ba? Na parang and you would keep popping into my room and saying like, Sab, time with the boys, let's go. And it's like, parang, wait, Jim, I'm not done with my stuff. And I let it slide for a few times, diba? Na parang, okay, we'll do it your way. Parang, I nakita ko na nag-a-adjust ka. And then yun nga, it came to a point na, okay, Jim, this is really like,
unhealthy.
Not working kasi parang I feel like you were treating me rin as an employee for a time kasi you're used to that. You're used to managing people. So I had to talk to you and say, and this is always diba, our go-to advice to everyone when it comes to relationships is communication. So I communicated to you. I mean, of course, merong a couple of fights that happened, but then I just had to say na I think this is what's happening, and then you were very welcoming of this advice. Bigat.
Anyway, yeah, I mean,
so what has changed ba for you?
Yun nga, actually, parenting during quarantine or being a parent, I'm sure people are like really going through different stuff right now. Pero I think we can talk about that in a whole
different episode.
Different episode. But here are my tips. Okay. One, find your center. And how do you do that? What I did the next day after, like, I realized na, okay, this really isn't working. I wrote down on a notebook, like, okay, what did I do yesterday? And then I sort of made it into a pie chart. So parang linagay ko boys time, made music, worked on the business, ganyan ganyan. And then I saw, wow, okay, I'm pretty balanced. Like I'm doing something income generating, ganyan ganyan. I'm doing something for family. I'm doing something for, and then I what I realized in the pie chart, wow, um wala akong kahit anong slice for myself.
Mhm.
Like yun nga, sabi ko kay Sab, I don't watch series. I don't, the only pie that I have is exercising,
Mhm.
which is what, 30 minutes to 45 minutes a day.
Mhm.
So parang I wanted to watch masterclass videos. I wanted to learn a new instrument, but I haven't done that. So anyway, that's why I say find your center. First step, reviewing your day, and then maganda yung tip mo. What is your day right now? And then imagine what would you want your day to be 5 years from now, or
Mhm.
maybe a year from now, or 3 years from now, and then compare those two pies, and then the next day work towards making it towards your ideal pie.
Yeah. So as you imagine, actually imagine one whole day of your ideal life. Let's say 5 years from now. Um, and then what? I wake up and then I have coffee and then the boys are there with us. We're blah 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 and then blah blah. Parang imagine mo yung day mo. And then when you're writing down your to-do list today, you think of what are the things that will help me towards my goal 5 years from now. Yun yung top priority mo, 'di ba?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
So find your center, and then I think the second one is well, yeah, tama.
So here's a tip. The second tip that we're going to give is something that I learned from a podcast I'm listening. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry I can't remember who
Mayor
said this.
Gila Forgley.
No, that's
Grammar
grammar girl here.
Grammar Girl
No, no,
Howard
no. I
Mayor
have
Gila
Mignon
Forgley.
Fogarty. No, not grammar girl. I actually listened to this podcast that I found randomly. It's called Organize Your Life podcast. And it's an old episode actually. She had a guest and I can't remember her name. But she said something really interesting and something that will siguro I could have benefited from this a long time ago since I am what you would call a freelancer. And right now, don't you feel like a freelancer? Everyone feels like a freelancer right now.
Yeah.
Kasi you're not in an office, there's no boss like telling you or like parang just checking up on you every once in a while. You're kind of you're in control of your day. And what can help is you become your boss. Kuwari, Sunday night you or Friday night or whatever. You choose one day, one ilang hours lang, once a week that you write down as a boss. You strategize, you plan for the whole week. That's you being a boss. For the rest of the week, you're an employee though. You follow what your boss, aka you, set for you to do for the rest of the week. Kumbaga, ito lang yung gagawin mo kasi sinet na nung boss mo yung gagawin mo at the start of the week.
What do you how do people who are dealing with shitty bosses right now?
Ano, how would
Kasi nakakatawa eh. I saw something on Twitter. Ang ganda eh. Parang, I hope that these Zoom meetings um, don't become like, they replace the text. They replace the phone call. Ganun na daw eh. Parang, guys, Zoom meeting. Parang,
biglaan, ganon?
parang something that you can email.
Ah,
Kailangan laging Zoom meeting. So, I guess, coming from your advice, as the boss of yourself, include that na in your planning your week. So, kumari, on Sunday, you say, okay, deal with, yeah. So, you know that, okay, 40% of my day is going to be committed to my needy boss. Parang ganon. And then work around that. Or, if it's really unbearable, yun nga, that you have to communicate na
Mm,
and express yourself na this isn't working for you.
mm,
Anyway, uh, since it's our 100th episode,
mm.
we have to do Malibag.
Yeah.
And what we're doing is, for the first time in in our podcast history, we are doing a sequel.
Yes.
If hindi nyo pa napapakinggan, episode 99, we had a crazy Malibag. And so you have to listen to it first before listening to the part 2, definitely.
Yeah.
So part 2, I hope it's as good. Is this ano ba to? Thor 2 good? Ay, Thor 2 bad?
It's
Or
just an update.
Godfather 2?
It's just an update on her problem of basically her ex-boyfriend is now dating her sister.
So it's like Tiger King follow-up. Pangit nun.
Hindi naman, okay lang. Like,
Sobrang di ko trip. Kasi hindi naman ako sobrang fascinated with the characters enough to, I need to know about, how are you now? Parang I wanted to know, like, parang I wish the tone was more serious. Like, what are we doing about
the
the
tigers.
animals? What are we doing about, like,
Yeah, sorry, we're talking about Tiger King, the Netflix series.
parang ano yung repercussions for all these fucking criminals and these people mean to fucking animals, diba?
Yeah. Although, everyone's
Tangina.
talking about Carol Baskin and how I really hope, not hope, pero imagine if she really didn't kill her husband and she's getting all this hate. That would really suck. Anyway, I hope we didn't ruin it for you guys, but it's been out for a long time, so get on it. So
Malibag.
before we get to the Malibag, we also want to do another first for Wake Up with Jim and Sab history. Someone sent us a voice message.
Oh.
Yeah, and this is another way that people can do their Malibags for us. But right now, this is just a greeting from Michelle. And you can do that if you want to send us a voice message. The link is going to be on the description box somewhere here, wherever this is posted, wherever you're listening to this podcast. So here, we're going to play it right now.
Hi, pod parents. So we just listened to the latest episode with Sir Ellie. And anyway, it's funny and insightful. And one of the podcasts that just gives me sanity during this quarantine. So anyway, stay safe, Paul. And yeah, love you guys and Vito and Pancho and everyone else. So bye bye.
Okay, so you can send in your voice notes to us. How?
We'll just put the link in the description box.
Okay. All right. So here
Alright,
is
let's
part
move
2 of the Malibag.
Hey, pod parents! Thank you for noticing my Malibag and for the pieces of advice. Thank you also to my pod sibs for their input. Truth be told, I never thought you'd notice it, let alone ask me to write back. I'll try to muster up the courage to talk to my sister about what I'm feeling. My initial plan was to just let time and getting used to the situation do its thing for me. I've enumerated the details and the replies to the Malibag so it's easier to read. 1. Third base isn't sex.
That's true.
we didn't say it's.
Well, I think baka may mga nag dun sa
okay.
Dun sa Facebook group.
Okay.
It's not.
Number 2. The guy is nice, no doubt. He's just so full of himself and mayabang. Hey, I'm not the only one who thinks this. Okay? Number 3, I can see that my sister is happy with him, and right now, I don't see how and why he could possibly hurt her. I do hope he doesn't do such a thing. I'd like to believe that the relationship would be long term. I just want her to be happy. That's sweet. Number 4, I've gone as far as thinking about future family gatherings too. I've played scenarios in my head. They're hilarious. I know for sure that there will be awkward moments when he's around, at least on my side. Number 5, we've all been in the same room together. We were at a restaurant right before a UAAP men's basketball game. By we, I mean my parents, my siblings, my boyfriend, and my sister's boyfriend, who is her ex. To this day, I still wonder what everyone was thinking at that time. Number 6, ew, pod dad, I would never be with my ex ever again. Out of respect for myself and for my sister, syempre.
Oh,
Well, that's nice of her. Number 7, I'm sure I won't talk about this weird situation with my sister's boyfriend. We've only exchanged a few words, mostly highs and hellos. I don't interact with him that much. It's not like I'm required to do it. Number 8, my boyfriend also found it weird when I told him everything. For some reason, he finds it amusing at how mayabang my sister's boyfriend is. Maybe it's a guy thing, I don't know. And we both know he's not threatened. Ha ha ha. Okay, that's good. Number 9, I'm with my family this quarantine. My sister and I get along well naman most of the time. Number 10, I'm now okay with them dating. Besides, she could date anyone she likes for all I care. Yes, 4 years has been a long time and I've completely forgotten about him. It's just that I can't help but find it a bit weird whenever I see him with her in person. It's really funny how he suddenly shows up again in the form of my sister's boyfriend. Also, don't worry, I'm not and will not do anything to stop them from seeing each other. It's their relationship and I have nothing to do with it. All the love, V. Okay. And then she says, P.S. I honestly wasn't expecting you would feature my Malibag in one of the episodes of the podcast, plus post the actual mailbag on the exclusive Facebook group. Ha ha ha. Thank you though. In a way, I feel like I felt like I could talk to my pod sibs about the craziest things. Oh, that's really nice. The community that our exclusive Facebook group has made. Also, she says, PPS, unrelated, but thank you for doing cheats inside your home. You've made a lot of people,
Yay.
especially the pod kids, happy. All right. And she also sent a throwback photo from 2017 when we did a gig in UPLB.
So,
Yeah, it's
ako,
cute.
it's amazing how mature you are. And I'm very happy for you because you're very mature.
And she's very secure with her current relationship to be okay with this. So,
And you love
yeah.
your sister that much.
Yeah.
You and your sister, I mean, sibling issues
Mhm.
will get harder
Mhm.
as time goes by.
Mhm.
And this is an ultimate test, and you guys passed. So we're happy for
Tell
you.
me about it. Shut up.
Yeah.
But yeah, if anything, talking to your sister would still be the best thing to do because it's for your relationship with her, not for your current boyfriend, not for your sister's boyfriend, but for your relationship with your sister. So just so everything's clear, so mabawasan yung awkwardness, I feel like give it a few years and it will be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be normal.
You really are a wonderful pod kid. Hindi ka puro light and doves.
Doves.
Um, well, we'd like to thank everyone. Ay, ito yung PSA namin. Thank you. We're 100 episodes in. Thank you so much. And have a good day.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye, guys.